Since the government announced last year that rules for building on greenbelt land were to be eased, there's been a mixed reaction. The Mayor of London and developers say it's essential to deliver the thousands of new homes needed in the capital, while some people in places like Bromley are angered by the idea of large green spaces being built upon. From the area, here's Aisha Baksh.
This greenbelt land in Bromley has been earmarked for redevelopment. 2,000 new homes are planned on these fields and beyond.
Development as we know it will start from here, where I am, and stretch all the way to the tree line that you see over there.
Ling Abbott is from the campaign group Keep Bromley Green.
As a group, we're concerned about three things. Firstly, it's essentially taking away the green belt away from urban Bromley. Secondly, it's about how sustainable the infrastructure is. The roads as we have it, every morning the traffic is horrendous at about 8:30 in the morning. We have schools that are oversubscribed, and we have one hospital up the road that is also pretty much at capacity.
And other residents we met were also concerned.
You've only got to look at the whole environment. It's so peaceful, and it's going to be such a shame if it's just overdeveloped.
There's just not the money being put in, so you're building all these homes for, probably quite a few thousand people on this level of space. But where's the services for GPs, dentists, the hospital services? They're not here.
Well, across London and the South East, councils are under huge pressure to build more homes. And last year, the government relaxed the planning laws around the redevelopment of greenbelt land. The developers, Berkeley Homes, told BBC London this would be a carefully designed neighbourhood with new accessible parkland and a mix of natural habitats and spaces for the local community. They are due to meet local residents this week. Bromley Council has yet to make its opinions known. Aisha Baksh, BBC London.
A rail worker credited with saving multiple lives during a mass stabbing on an LNER train to London earlier this month has been discharged from hospital. The British Algerian Samir Zitouni was described by police as a hero for stepping in to help others when a man attacked passengers with a knife on the Doncaster to King's Cross train. Mr. Zitouni was one of 11 people injured. As the United Nations COP30 climate change convention in Brazil enters its final few days, scientists at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew have been looking at how we might have to start growing new species of plants and trees to cope with rising temperatures. Helen Drew has this report.
Autumn at Kew, where many of the Royal Botanic Gardens' 11,000 trees turn golden. But imagine the seasons being less defined, or the leaves turning into less vibrant colours, something that research suggests could happen as a result of climate change.
This is our new carbon garden. Now this is really to demonstrate what we should be looking at and what we can grow in the future when we think of our garden.
Kevin Martin is Kew's head of tree collections.
It's really hard to imagine how warm we're going to be, but this is November and we're in double figures. We should be in single figures right now, and this is all having an impact on trees.
Yeah, we're standing here with no coats on.
It's crazy. We should be in big jackets and woolly hats and scarves. And that's what you've got to remember, through evolution, that's what our native flora have adapted to.
In order for plants to survive as the world heats up, the answer could lie in us planting species here in the capital that are native to hotter climates.
So there's lots of trees like the Oriental hornbeam, it's going to be very well suited, and the Persian ironwood, again, amazing autumn colour, but really well suited to the future environment.
London is already the hottest part of the UK thanks to the urban heat island effect. Inside the Palm House it's warm year round, and the idea of the temperature outside rising to join it might not be that far away. Helen Drew, BBC London.
A charity run in East London that stopped women and girls over 12 from taking part is reviewing its policies following a backlash. The Muslim charity run was held in Victoria Park last month. It was billed as an inclusive 5-kilometre race. The Equality and Human Rights Commission said it would not take any further action against the organisers after they committed to reviewing their policies and the format of the event for next year. Weeks after the devastating impact of Hurricane Melissa across Jamaica and the wider Caribbean, a community group in South London continues to gather essential supplies for those impacted. The group has been meeting regularly, taking in donations and also holding music benefits. Callum Fairhurst has been to see their efforts.
Across London, donations have rolled in for those affected by Hurricane Melissa. In Brixton today, another drive for clothing, food and money.
It's kind of like overwhelming. I think by the end of the day we're going to have 3 times this. But this is the response we wanted. This is very important because they've lost everything. I don't think enough is being done at the moment for them.
Weeks on from Hurricane Melissa making landfall in the Caribbean, many are still struggling. Thousands left homeless, vital infrastructure destroyed, which makes events like this in Brixton all the more important.
My family, you know, it's very hard on them. I mean, they're suffering themselves with, you know, finding a place to stay. A lot of them are living without electricity at the moment, and some people are doing without water.
We've been collecting for the last 2 weeks, and it's been wonderful. The community has been so generous. It's amazing.
As well as the donation drive, DJs are turning up in force tonight for the Dancing for Jamaica event, all trying to raise money for the cause.
Tonight we're having a party where people are going to come out and dance for Jamaica, and we're going to try and raise more money. Like the whole community is kind of coming together, the whole dance music community.
Donations will arrive in Jamaica soon, but organisers say support is still needed urgently. Callum Fairhurst, ITV News.
Thousands of people took part in a ceremony of remembrance today, honouring Jewish men and women who fought or lost their lives in conflicts. Whitehall was closed to traffic this afternoon as the annual Association of Jewish Ex-Servicemen and Women parade began. It marked 80 years since the end of World War II and the liberation of Bergen-Belsen. The focus of this year's event was to show solidarity with British Jews standing against anti-Semitism.
The event is as important today as it was when it was first held. Firstly, to recognise the incredible contribution of the Jewish community, and also to assert ourselves against that most vicious of anti-Semitic slanders.
And finally, another pocket of Londoners switched on its festive lights today. Hundreds gathered in Belgravia village for the switch on by broadcaster and author Giles Brandreth. The lights run along Elizabeth Street, Eccleston Square, and there's a Christmas market in Eccleston Yards.